Bloomingdale, Memphis, Denver, Worcester, Pittsburgh, Phoenix, Fraser. What do all these cities have in common? They have all lost brother and sister firefighters in the line of duty. They are not the only ones to suffer such a terrible loss. It is true we are in a profession with inherent risks, but as with all the losses, we must learn from them to save our own. Many firefighters may think it is a punishment or a bad assignment to be used as a RIT team. They are definitely wrong. Not everyone is able to be on a RIT. It takes a person with some special training and a good ability to make rapid decisions. You are preparing yourself for this task. It is our hope that you will be instrumental in the development of RIT procedures for your department and spread the word that RIT is a vital tool in the fire service. The following are variations of the Denver drill. In this situation, there are two methods for victim removal. The first RIT member in the window pulls the victim into a sitting position, while the second RIT member makes entry behind the victim to facilitate rapid removal. This method is for a moderate-sized victim in full protective PPE, weighing 250 to 300 pounds. The two RIT members are positioning the victim away from the window to make room behind the victim for an additional RIT member to get in behind the victim for removal. Members of the RIT team on the outside of the structure are assembling a mechanical advantage. The ladder for victim removal must be placed high enough to allow clearance for victim removal through the opening. RIT members fasten victim's SCBA waist strap between his legs to form a modified seat harness for victim removal.
Good. All set. Okay, lift, guys. All right.
This variation of the Denver drill demonstrates higher elevations where an anchor is possible above the victim. Notice the RIT member crouched behind the victim in a position that resembles a ramp to facilitate the victim's removal. Pay particular attention to the method in which the victim is being removed from the structure. Mechanical advantage and a large carabiner are used for ease of use by RIT members in zero visibility conditions. Without the use of a manufactured mechanical advantage, a ladder and rope can be utilized to lower the victim. As seen in this portion of the video, a top rung of the ladder is used as a fulcrum, and the rope is wrapped around lower rungs to create friction for a controlled descent. The following demonstrates a below-grade access to a victim utilizing the charged hose line slide and 4-person haul system. Notice the position of the RIT member's crossed feet as he descends down the hose line. This position creates friction to control the descent. The RIT member locates the victim and gains access to the SCBA harness for the removal method. A RIT member is making the SCBA waist harness longer and checks to ensure that the harness is secure prior to lifting the victim. Notice the retrieval system being lowered in the background. This is a 4-person haul system using 2 extra-large carabiners and rope. Carabiners are attached to the SCBA shoulder straps, and verbal signals are given to hoist the victim.
Here we go, ready? 1, 2.
This situation is based on solid ground. If the haul team is on unstable ground, ladders for stabilization should be utilized when performing this technique. 4 personnel are utilized to minimize load on haul team individuals.
Here's one side.
Quickly remove the haul system from the victim or have another system ready to remove the RIT member in the hazardous environment. The haul system is lowered to the RIT member to perform self-evacuation from the hazardous environment. A modified SCBA seat harness can be utilized, but is not necessary because the RIT member has use of his arms. The following is a demonstration of a radio hailing search. Radio hailing searches are useful in situations where the lost or downed firefighters are known to have a radio with them. It uses sound produced by a portable radio and a pass device on the frequency the firefighters were last on. First, when a firefighter is found to be lost or missing and the IC has activated the RIT team, a decision must be made as to what search will work. If a radio hailing search is to be used, the IC will notify all on-scene personnel to switch from or not use the last known frequency that the victims were known to be using. It is important to not use their frequency for communications until the victim is found. Next, key the radio and activate the pass device to create noise that can be heard over the victim's radio. RIT members can then listen around the building to zero in on the sound.
I got it here. Loud in this corner. Engine 2, we have pretty loud squelching coming from the BC corner of the building. Sounds clear over here.
Upon locating the victim, first turn off their radio. Next, notify the IC that you have located the victim and give a brief situation status. Assess and evaluate the victim and decide your way of removing the victim. 2 radios may be used to create feedback if a pass device is not available for this method.